force of your bond. A power like light itself, unseen for generations. A dyad in the force.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of DYAD in the Force, episode 260. Dang, we are 40 episodes. We're 40 episodes away from 300. That's a lot. How's it going, Choco?
Should we watch 300 on 300?
That sounded wrong.
But yeah, things are good. I am back to normal and no longer sick. Oh yeah, I got really, really sick. I don't know if this is the same where y'all are, but in California, man, we've been at least where I'm at, we've had this nasty cough and hacking up stuff, and I'm still
I got
doing
it earlier,
but. Then I did not have a voice at all until Tuesday. I even had to miss work, and I hate missing work.
Yeah. It's important. You know, you gotta pay the bills. But then Tuesday was also the day that One Piece Season 2 dropped, the live action version, and so, you know, we had to get things done. Still have a couple episodes left. Four. Shout out to the DYAD squad: X-Core Gamer Skills, Phidias McCormick, Kenny, Alex Let's Archive Redacted, Cal, who hasn't slept yet, Smart Guy 74. We have a big guess that for you today. This week I did guess that character, so I have like 20 for you guys to guess. So we have a bunch, and then Choco also has some stuff to add as well to that.
Yeah, and again, we're still kind of experimenting, trying to see what type of games the community likes playing, and so mine might have some slightly different rules. Excuse me.
Miles away from you says, love the content. I appreciate you, Miles. Thank you for tuning in. Love catching the trivia. Yeah, I actually want to also propose like a way we can kind of me and Choco can play against each other with the chat in a way that like we were doing Pyramid, but kind of doing a whole you can't say rule added to it. So I would send Choco 10 prompts that would be like an adjective plus something from Star Wars, like sloppy Wookiee, and he'd have to explain to you guys chat like sloppy and then Wookiee, but then every time he says 1 point to me, and so it'd be a race to 10 points essentially. And then, of course, we would have like a 2-minute timer. I think I already have that. Yeah. Well, wait, where is it? Where's the 2-minute timer? Oh, did I like... Hold on.
Well, I'm thinking like, yeah, we could do that, but you know, that was kind of part of my training in Toastmasters was to not do word whiskers, and so if I put my mind to it, I think it might be easier for me.
Where did I put that 2-minute timer?
Did you check your butt?
No, I didn't.
Let me get the chat up here for myself. But I was also thinking it might be fun if we have the chat make up pyramid like prompts. Now, it would be much more difficult because they would really only get to say one sentence. You know what I mean? It's not like they would be able to be that interactive.
Yeah.
But if they could think of something and put in their sentence, and all of us have to guess it, including the other people in the chat, that might be fun as well.
Yeah. Where the hell did I put this thing? I had a 2-minute timer. We used it last time. This is odd.
All right, there we go. Ken Carr, I've been playing Fire Red as much as I can, falling in love again with Pokemon. Oh, man. So good. Freaking Gary. Hate him.
This is frustrating when we have assets that I just have like lost. Anyways, I guess we'll have to pull that up again at some point, or find it.
And X-Core is playing Leaf Green. Yeah. And it always bugged me because the difference is like some of the differences are like some of my favorite Pokemon, because it's like Vulpix and Ninetales and Ponyta and Rapidash are like two of the main ones you can't get in the other game. Which why those ones? It's weird. Gary was the best Kaiba before Yu-Gi-Oh.
Was that's not the one that was coming out, right?
No, that's not the new one. It's a remake of the first one available for Game Boy Advanced, which was largely a remake of the original, Red, Red, Green and Gold. But they added stuff like afterwards.
Okay, it's just add-ons. Moz says, love your content, keep up the good work. Appreciate you, Moz. Thanks for tuning in. TK says, I've been making theories for a while and I'm starting to think Anakin might be Darth Vader. You have to steel man that. I'll probably make a video on that.
Well, listen, Anakin worked so hard to be a good guy during the Clone Wars that there's no way he could be Vader. No way. He's the chosen one. How could he turn to the dark side? That doesn't even make sense.
I actually think that Owen might be Darth Vader. Just hiding in plain sight.
I assume Darth Vader was related to Boba Fett. Alex Lesho says, I always thought that the extras only being post game was cheap. Would have loved to play through Red and Blue with a Crobat. Yeah, no, I get that.
Speaking of Pokemon, a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about like the new one that was coming out that's like Southeast Asian like themed, and you asked me which one I would start with, and I said the bird, and then I did some digging, and it's actually based on the Philippine eagle. So I was like, I didn't know that when I picked it, but I guess that's a that's not a dyad moment, that's a Filipino moment.
Yet you didn't seem to love our Filipina sister in One Piece as much as Cal and I.
And who do you speak?
Tashigi.
Oh, well, I didn't know her. I mean, I loved her in the show. I just didn't express it in the same way you guys were. Loved her little dance that she did.
She was so stinking cute.
But then again, I didn't know she was Filipino. But now that I do, I'm gonna support her. you know. I started supporting Alex Ayla, tennis player. I don't really follow tennis, but she's making waves.
I want to follow tennis. I actually really enjoy watching tennis, but I don't follow it, so I never know what's happening or when it's on or whatever. And so, yeah, I need to actually do that on purpose.
But you can't really blame me, can you? I mean, there's room in my heart for a lot of people, but like, we have Nami and Robin on the screen. You know, it's like when Bix comes on screen, you're like, I don't really care about anybody else.
That's true. You want to hear something weird?
Everything you say is weird.
True. I didn't have the same love for Robin in the live action that I do normally. Like, no, don't get me wrong. I love the actor playing her and the character and everything. I didn't have the same marry me vibes.
I mean, listen, when she starts getting to explaining archaeology and stuff, I'm sure it'll be ignited. But yeah, I think the actress, I think the casting in general for One Piece live action has just been tens across the board. They've done an incredible job, and like, more than the casting, the actors that they've cast are also doing an excellent job in kind of embodying the character as well. A little dance that Tashigi does behind Smoker's back. I saw an interview on the red carpet of Michaela Hoover, who did performance capture and the voice of Chopper, and I was like, why are you just Chopper? So, you know, can't wait to see that. We have more of our reactions coming soon, and I think we're going to be finishing it tomorrow. Otherwise, Cal is going to go on a rampage. He's going to riot. Let's see here. Oh, Kerry says something about Fire Red Leaf Green having so much extra content. I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of wondering like why I never got into Pokemon.
You know what? I didn't get into it until much later. Same thing with Fire Emblem. So what happened to me is I found out that I could use an emulator on my phone.
That's going to be an OnlyFans charge, sir.
And that was in like 2014. And so that's when I started playing through the Game Boy Advance library. I never had one. But I got so addicted to those games, specifically Fire Red and Fire Emblem, that I literally had the Google, what was it called? The Google 4, it was before the Pixel brand came. It was their tablet.
Nexus.
Yeah, I had the Nexus 4 tablet, and I also had
an HTC One M7.
I never had a one. But the whatever phone I had, it was the Motorola. It was a Motorola X. It was the
Droid X.
Droid X, yeah.
I had it too.
Because and at that time you could still
Droid X was ahead of its time.
Yeah, you could still pop off the back and replace the battery. So I had a battery charging and like extra batteries, and I would just game until it ran out of battery and then swap to the tablet. And then I had it all set up so that whatever game system I was playing on, they all backed up the file to my Google Drive. And then so they all pulled from the same backup file. So whenever I switched devices, it would just continue. It was a lot of fun, man.
Jeez. Yeah, I was in the emulator scene as well. Shout out to Cal for gifting that one DYAD membership. Welcome to the DYAD squad. 50 Thunder. Or is it 5 Thunder?
Yeah, I don't know. X-Roy says, I'm a Gen 1er. Really fell off after that. Fair. I'm not a Gen 1er myself. And it's mostly because you gotta, if you enjoy playing through Fire Red and stuff right now, you gotta play through Emerald. It's so good. Now, I haven't kept up with all the modern ones, but like the handheld scene was just really fun for me and convenient in different circumstances. And Pokemon Emerald, I think, was like the best for that. You know, you got a bunch of new things. Like that was only up to Gen 3. And so you still had the love for your Gen 1 Pokemon still showing up, but you got a little bit more.
I was mostly into the emulation for fighting games because a lot of the Japanese stuff never made it across the water, like Garo, Mark of the Wolves, SVC Chaos, a lot of the SNK stuff, particularly. It was always about King of Fighters, and then like all of the other spin-offs just they didn't bring over. And then you know, if you knew anything about the fighting game scene, you couldn't buy a copy of MVC2. I drove like an hour to another GameStop, like a city over, when I was on the East Coast, and it was like $60, and I'm like, why? It's used. It's not new, and it's not 2026.
I mean,
novelty,
listen,
man.
I was really big in the Smash Brothers scene for a hot minute, and so it was a similar thing where because you couldn't get because we were playing Brawl was what was out at that point in time. But everyone hated Brawl, and it was super unbalanced and stuff like that. Like it still functioned as intended as a fun random fighter, but they really dumbed down the high skill mechanics and stuff. And so everyone was still playing Melee, and so you would go out and you'd search for GameCube consoles and the discs and stuff, and we all had our selection of CRT like TVs, and so whenever you'd play, everyone would come up and bring their own rig and all this stuff. It was a lot of fun. Like you go into your local game shop, and like a bunch of people, and you all have TVs under one arm and a console under the other. I don't know. You just can't.
I'm imagining.
Can't beat them.
I'm imagining our next DYAD con, where we have a Smash Brothers booth, and we have a Street Fighter booth, and we get sponsored right by Alan, and it says beat us for a saber. And you know, maybe some people in the community can throw down, but I imagine, given what I know, I don't know people's skill levels in the community, but I'd imagine that, you know, you are upper tier in Smash and I'm upper tier in Street Fighter. That'd be a cool little experience.
I mean, I will say I can handle my business. That's what I'll say. I can handle my business.
50 Thunder says a Street Fighter booth. No, that does sound fun. Can you play 50 Thunder? Shout out to Lyra Skywalker. Thank you for the like. Appreciate you.
Hey, Lyra, it's been a minute. Good to see you around. Lyra's awesome.
I haven't played Melee in years and was only casual good. Cal says Choco is a monster in Smash.
I mean, I do what I do.
He says, handle his business. I didn't know clapping my cheeks was your business. I mean, listen, I would clap cheeks in Street Fighter, you know, and then Cal went on like this massive like training grind, and now he can stand on his own 2 feet.
I want to I still want to try 2KXO or 2XKO. Yeah,
I haven't
that's
tried
what
that
it
yet.
is. Just the way it looks, like the animations look pretty smooth, you know, and it looks quick. It looks like it might be interesting to pick up.
Yeah, if you want to. I mean, is it out already?
I mean, I think it's in early access, but
That's what I knew. Yeah.
yeah.
I'd be down, honestly. I've always also wanted to try like Under Night in Birth, some of the anime fighters as well. I got into like Skullgirls for a little bit.
The hard thing is like when you play fighter games, like I don't know how what's the black guy's name? Anyway, I don't know
There's
how
a
people
lot of
compete
who are you
in
talking
multiple.
about?
No, there's just
Sonic
one
Fox?
specific. Yes.
Yeah. No, I mean I know his story very well. He's a Smash player, and then he clapped cheeks in Tekken and clapped cheeks in Street Fighter, clapped cheeks in MVC too. He handed Filipino champ a body.
And that's the thing that blows my mind is to switch games like that, to be able to play them all, because Sonic Fox, while he's competing, will compete multiple games in the same competition weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think
as long as the games are different enough, but it's still.
No, the only curve that he's dealing with is just the fundamental systems, but he's most likely using a lot of IQ with frame traps and advantage, and you know, looking at characters and see their odds or their favorability in terms of like matchups and stuff.
Yeah.
Like someone as skilled as those players, if you like introduce them to a new game and you tell them like this is what you do and this is like the systems, this is the meters, then they're going to start to pull from their like fighting experience and be like, okay, this is what I would do in Brawl or something, Smash Brothers, but in this is how it works.
Well, what you do in Brawl is trip and fall on your face. That was a mechanic in the game. You would just trip randomly.
Oh.
And it was like, why?
I always thought there was like a character that did that on purpose. I'm so pumped for Champions. I've been saying they needed a game like that since D-Exit.
Oh, yeah. We're getting our Marvel fighter going. And it looks good, you know, and it's in the same style. It's a Japanese studio that's doing it, and so it's in that same kind of style.
I mean,
I'm excited to see how it pulls out.
I'm gonna throw down in that. That's the one that's what is it called? I was about to say tonkatsu.
I mean, I could go for some tonkatsu right now.
Tonkatsu or tonkotsu?
Yes. You don't have to correct my Japanese pronunciation. To me, it's like if I say croissant, you don't have to say.
No, but it makes sense
croissant.
to say. It makes sense to say yes to both. Tonkatsu is a pork cutlet. Tonkotsu is a pork bone broth. Like
Yep.
Ton is just a pork.
I would eat a ton of pork.
What is that game called? Is it like Tokyo Fighters or something?
I can't remember. And they just showed some stuff for a couple newly announced characters like Storm.
Tokan. That's why I got like tonkotsu in my head. Marvel Tokan Fighting Souls. Yeah, it looks really good. I'm getting into it for sure. I'm gonna throw down. Our future game streams will be us fighting in that.
And you guys. So anyone in the chat,
Open
you guys
lobbies.
wanna try it? Yeah, we'll all learn together. We'll do it in the community.
I will, however, preface this by saying I do have a fight stick, and I do go hard. I go hard, like half chub hard.
You know, people though have been rising up. You know, I've been seeing people even in like Street Fighters actually using the PlayStation controller and competing with, people on their sticks. You know, so
Oh yeah, it's more likely than not preference. You know, some people are using leverless as well, which is essentially kind of like a keyboard.
yeah, I mean that's what I, you see what I use.
How's it going, Darren? That sounds like a Fate Stay Night noble reincarnation name. Dareda. Watashi wa Darin Carabin Rowing Pants. Doesn't it? It's an isekai name and a noble when you're a noble for some kind of like kingdom. The ninth prince.
I feel like there should be like they should do a real life movie where like the characters are in a world and it's like based on like, that period, like crusading times, but everything is Japanese named and you're like, did someone isekai here first? Why do they all have katanas? This is super weird.
Has there ever been? Okay, so are you familiar with the first ever, or the originator of isekai?
Inuyasha?
No, it's from 1998. It's called El Hazard.
No,
but I'm wondering if there's an anime out there that's ever done like the reverse isekai. And I'm not talking about like reverse isekai in the way that it's like handled today. I'm talking about like either an adventurer or some random ass villager that's transported to like modern day like Earth, and they're like, what? What are these moving vehicles? They won't even know what vehicles are. 1998, I remember it well, almost. There you go. Damn, 50 Thunder. Are you about the same generation as me? How's it going, Spooky Kitty? Hi, friends. I'm late. Yes, you are. I can't get over it now. Darin Karubin Roin Pants.
I would say that Natalie Portman would be very disappointed in you for being late. That's all.
50 Thunders as old as Star Wars? Okay, bet. I am 7 years younger than Star Wars.
That should just be the new thing where everything is just based off of ABY still. Still based off the Battle of Yavin.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm 7 ABY.
What year is it right now? 50 ABY?
Yeah, I was born 7 ABY.
49 ABY?
I would be 47 ABY. Crusades involving Japan. It seems like the death stick addiction has affected Choco's understanding of geographical history. What did you say about Crusades?
I said it'd be fun to see something live action where you're kind of in the European Crusades, but randomly stuff is just has Japanese names. indicating that someone else had been isekai'd here before you
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and had introduced the region to like different stuff.
You know what? That would explain a lot of advances too. You know how like a lot of people like do conspiracy theories about like how like the phone was invented? It's like, yeah, someone from the future came back and like left their phone and it was reverse engineered. Just like how we think the aliens taught the Egyptians how to build the pyramids. I saw a wonderful documentary. I forget the name of the YouTube channel on the newest theory of how they built the pyramids. Because you know how like the apex is like a perfect angle, and so like they were trying to figure out how they could build up to a perfect like tetrahedron angle, because like if you start from the bottom and like your like angles are off in the slightest, it just does not meet at that perfect point.
Yeah.
So what they were theorizing is that they just built like massive like ziggurats and then carved away from top to bottom, and then the excess resources they used to build the other one, and then they carved back down, and then so instead of having these huge ramps, you would just be building like very square structures that you can have stepped ramps on, and they would just carve away.
I can see that being a possibility, but I also feel like a lot of that is I don't know. It's like white supremacy adjacent.
See, Darren is 5 years younger than Star Wars. 5 years younger. Dang. Okay. I'm impressed.
Because sometimes it's the answer is no. The brown people could also build stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that's another thing too, is that like that also kind of credits them with the technology as well. But they have like records of it too. They have records of them actually, like there's a foreman and then there's like the working class. And so it stands to reason that like, yeah, the Egyptians built their shit.
It is crazy though, because there's some places like they found like high up in the Himalayas there was like piping to move like hot water and stuff, and you're like, who made this? Where are they? I'm like, I don't know.
I love the comedians who commented Mexicans are the greatest builders in history because there are also pyramids in Mexico, and nobody asks who built those. Those aren't pyramids. So they do have the same shape, but they don't end in a perfect like the pyramidion. They don't have a pyramidion. Like it's a flat top. Like just the shape of a pyramidal structure isn't what makes the pyramids of Giza a wonder of the world. It was the perfect angle of the pyramidion. "25 after Star Wars." Dang, Harith. I think explaining this in detail on stage may have soured the delivery of the joke, Yeah, it's a joke. What are you going to do?
Happens to the best of us.
Shout out to Darth Angel and martial arts. Just martial arts. Appreciate you guys. So, I mean, like, listen. How many of the chat are fans of One Piece, and how many in chat are watching the live action? And how many in chat are watching the live action instead of the anime?
Ooh.
Because that's how I mean, listen, I watched the live action first. I was stuck on so many episodes for so long.
Yeah, I mean, to be frank, I recommend watching the live action first because it's rough, man. It is rough.
Is it bad I'm not really super interested in either? No.
Yeah, teach your own.
I will say that you could, I think you could better get into it. Just like Choco said, I would recommend the live action first if you do want to get into it easier, because what the live action does really well is pacing. A lot of the things that took the anime hundreds of episodes to establish and hundreds of episodes to draw connections with, like consequential connections, it's done with the live action like in tandem, because all of the story is there already. How's it going, Jay Raymond? 50 Thunder says, right now I'm cooking onion rings. Hey. Panko batter? Buttermilk batter? What do you prefer? Sorry, not panko batter. Tempura batter.
I have I don't know. I always have mixed feelings about them. Like, I love onion rings, but I want like 3, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like after 3, I'm like, all right.
But I feel like that's almost the amount they give you. I like whenever like I order from a restaurant, like onion rings instead of fries. So like if I order fries, they give me like a whole basket. If I order onion rings, that it's like 4 or 5 like big rings. Every time I make onion rings, the breading just falls off. That's because you don't wipe it down. Moisture is the enemy of stickiness, which, oddly enough, sounds weird.
Yeah.
Well, just like in general, if your onions are wet, then once they go into the fryer with the batter, it's gonna steam inside, and it's just gonna create a layer that just kind of lets it fall off. The same is true for like fried chicken and stuff. You want to wipe down your stuff before, get it as dry as possible. Perp Minded said, I like that build up though. Live action skips things that would have been cool. Would have been cool. I agree, but that's why I watched the anime myself. But for someone like if I were to make like an argument for skipping that stuff, I think it just kind of it's a distillation more than anything. You know, you want to get to the meat and potatoes. There's a lot of stuff that they have skipped, but there's also a lot of stuff they've been able to include because they're skipping things.
Yeah, I mean, I likened it to how I feel about certain video game franchises, where like I don't want to play the first one because it hadn't found its footing and the mechanics are really tough to play. So like the mechanics make me not play it. I don't want to start with that because I might not play any of the rest of the series. So give me the one that's like good to start with. Then I'll play forward, and then I'll be so in love with the story that I'll go back and play through, the first ones. That's at least how I function. Not everyone is like that, I'm sure.
I got my Darth Revan Black Series figure. Spent $75, but I got it.
Ooh, 75. Damn. But I'm glad you got it.
Yeah.
There's some of those are hard to come by. I also have been seeing a lot of anime like figures around, and I'm like, should I build up my collection there? And I don't know.
Guess this Black Series helmet. I mean, it should be simple enough. I feel like I'm like
are you
rubbing
asking?
it.
Are you asking me or
The chat.
the chat?
This is totally random, and not getting season 2 Acolyte robbed me specifically, of Light Whip Fight. Yeah, I think we've been robbed of a lot of things by virtue of that season, or not getting canceled, but by them not kind of moving forward with the season 2. Because like there was so much potential, there was so much groundwork that was laid that, you know, regardless of how you felt about the first season just as a whole, like the sets were built, the costumes were there, the characters were established, and a season 2 would have been fractionally cheaper to produce, you know, and the story that they were kind of alluding to would have been monumental. First Final Fantasy was so rough. Don't think they really figured things out until 4. Yeah, I didn't play Final Fantasy until 3, or what they consider 6. I Will Die on the Hill. We are getting a spiritual successor to the Acolyte. I think so too. You know, it's not a season 2 if it's a season 1 of The Stranger. That's how I always say.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, it's just it just sucks that we have to work around the chuds, you know.
Always gonna be there. But so are we. Our job is easier because they gotta make shit up. Choco, where you at on TikTok, man?
Also, you know what? I actually made the other day. I sat down and I made a game plan on my eventual comeback, and
don't call it a comeback.
I've been here for years. Yeah, so you'll start seeing stuff again from me. You know, for a while it was just I don't know, man.
I think it really was kind of getting to you. I remember the thing you said a couple of weeks ago, during one of our offline recordings. You're like, I know I'm known as the nice one, but because like every video that we were acting to, you were sliding deeper and deeper into like this, where you're just like, why are you so stupid? You're just like at the end of your rope. And I get it, you know, it's infuriating.
Yeah, it's that, and then also, I mean, to me, the way that Shuddery connects to what's happening like in the news is something I can't not see. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you remember in the early days, and I remember having. I mean, I had this conversation with Theory. Like they brought me on for it because I was seeing. I couldn't articulate it at the time, but I was seeing the Anakin stands, but like the bad kind, and it was just weighing on me of like these people, you know, like who would basically support like a school shooter if they liked him. And so they're like, oh no, that's like saying just because people play violent video games. And I'm like, No, and I realize now, I'm like, no, these are kids who are falling down the alt-right pipeline and are agreeing with his slide towards fascism. You know what I mean? Like that's actually what I was seeing. And so seeing that type of stuff. But
he also had a guest on with you, really quickly, that was complaining about the High Republic because of Vernestra Row. Right. And Star Wars lawyer had to say in chat, is like, there was a younger person there was a Jedi Master that was younger than Anakin. And I don't know if you saw it, but like, I think he was stitched, and he never responded. But you don't expect those guys to kind of respond to that stuff when you're correcting them.
No, they just want something to complain about.
Can Choco please do some Chewy's Tree gaming streams for this channel in the future? Needing some rest. Yoda's Hut does. Yeah. We have one tentatively scheduled for March 24th, Tuesday. Choco's going to play Resident Evil 2 remake. That's going to be his. It's going to be his first Resident Evil game. We're going to have a guest commentator with Miss Eggy. She's always a blast. And then we have some fighting games too, as well. Like we mentioned earlier. Sorry, I keep on.
Also, I've been really excited about Crimson Desert, and so I'm planning to play the heck out of that game. Who knows? Maybe I'll stream some of that.
Listen, if you're ever sitting down for like the long haul, like gaming session, let me know. I'll hop into Discord and just stream your gameplay to our community. You know, just like we just, you know how we do. You know how we do when we're like, we have so many conversations. We should just hit record.
We should record. Yeah.
So like, if we go on Discord and you're just playing the game you want to play naturally, just turn on a camera. I'll put the cameras on the scene, and then I'll stream your screen share, and then we've got our community there to hang out with us.
Yeah. No, that's true.
So I don't know about Chewy's Tree, but what would you call that stream? I chose Yoda's Hut because, you know, what does he do in there? Does Chewy have a tree?
I'll call it Din's Den.
Din's Den?
Yeah.
Choco's gonna need some gamer goo to keep his hands from sweating. RE2 is scary. It is.
Gamer goo. That's a thing?
I have no idea what he means by that. Well, quite frankly, I haven't been scared of a Resident Evil since like the early days of it being on PlayStation. There's something about the lack of fidelity that makes zombies scarier. Obviously, like with modern technology and graphics, they look 10 times more like detailed, and you know, but like at that point I was already hardened to the Resident Evil universe. So I always had my trusted weapons with me, so we'll see what happens with Choco. He hasn't played any of the games.
Nope, I have no idea what I'm hopping into.
I do know, and we're gonna set these rules for that stream. There's no backseat gaming and there's no metagaming. I do know Choco's gonna enjoy the puzzle solving. It's for people with sweaty hands. I don't typically get sweaty hands, so I guess last time I got sweaty hands was with Slender Man. That was actually a really scary game. I think it has everything to do with suggestive, like terror, more than scare. And if you know the distinction between the two, right? Because with like Resident Evil, like you hear an enemy, you're like, okay, enemy's there. It's coming at me. But like Slender Man, you are like in a forest. You're trying to find like papers and notes and stuff, and like you start hearing noises, and you just like turning around and like you don't know where he is, and it just like ports. PT was pretty scary. Were you able to? I guess you weren't in the scary game scene with like Silent Hill.
Nope.
Yeah, Guillermo del Toro and Kojima teamed up for like a Silent Hill teaser that was released on the PS3. And they released it as like a small demo. It was called PT, and it was like really scary because it only happened in like a house corridor, but like the ambience was frightening.
Okay, that's crazy. No, I love it when like people like that, kind of get together, like how R.R. Martin helped when it came to like Elden Ring and stuff. I like people's talents being translated that way.
Yeah,
and I think we do need to start recognizing gaming for the art that it is. I don't know why it doesn't get more recognition for being art.
Yeah. No backseating is always best in my opinion. It's great to see how people approach different puzzles without help. Yeah. So my I suppose my protocol for that when I'm streaming is let me figure things out, but if like I missed something, you're more than welcome to tell me. Like Chase in my previous stream was just like for he was like, for the love of God, shoot that briefcase in the air, and I was like, wait, what? Like I just wasn't seeing it. It was like right in front of me, but he wasn't telling me how to like solve things. That stuff is okay for me, but like particularly for Choco's first experience with Resident Evil, I want him to start asking questions and no one answers.
All I want is for him to feel alone.
alone but not lonely. Junji Ito needs to get involved with Silent Hill. Junji Ito needs to get involved with any kind of scary game. Honestly, I'd play an Uzumaki game. I don't know what it would be about, how it would play, but I'm sure in its own right it would be terrifying. Incorrect answers only. What is this key? Oh, it's for the front door.
That would be the worst. To have people actively mislead you while you try to play. That actually might be a fun way to try to play a game, though. I don't know. So growing up, me and my friends, we were very competitive, but we would always just make just the most random competitions,
Yeah.
And so it was like, all right, we're playing Forza. We're doing 2 laps around Nürburgring. This is the class of car, but we get to pick each other's car and set it up. And so you're trying to pick the worst car for them, and you're trying to set the suspension and make it so your brakes just don't work and stuff like that. And then you have to race each other. It's a lot of fun.
Hey, we could also do some racing streams as well. Cheese Noodle says, hey, what's good, Choco?
Hey, it's good, Cheese Noodle. I don't recognize that name, but maybe they weren't always Cheese Noodle.
Maybe they were Egg Noodle at some point. Could you imagine making cheese noodles? They'd just melt. Jay Raymond says, if you were to name a dog after a Star Wars noun, what would it be?
A Star Wars noun.
Kyber crystal? Or just Kyber?
Yeah.
That way I could be like, the shortened version. It's like, hey, Kai! My dog's nickname is Greedo. my so yeah, person, place, or thing. My thing is Kyber Crystal. If I were to like a place, Tython. I'm sorry, I'm basic as hell. I get like a husky named Tython. Whew.
None of them. Nothing is really jumping out to me as a good pet name.
I mean, you named your cat Thane. That's like level
one. But that's that's like that's somewhat, it's like a proper noun.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, Death Sticks. Come here, Death Sticks.
Jinx with Spooky Kitty. Bliss of Another Kind says, have you had bread cheese? It is possible to make cheese noodles. I've had cheese bread. Yeah. But what I was talking about specifically was just like all cheese. Port Borgo, Sienna, Lorna D, Avar. Ooh, you know what? I want to get a pet electric eel and call it the gaze electric. And then I'm going to get a pet tiger and name it Ataraxia.
Ataraxia is a good name. I do like that.
Cheese nerdery is my thing. Would you say cheese is your bliss of another kind? Spooky says, this is my dog, Death Sticks. If I had like a psychic type of animal, I'd name it Mind Trick. Got the High Republic on my brain right now, typing up the plot summary for Tempest Breaker for Wikipedia. Do they not already have it? Maul is the only acceptable name for a tiger. No. Ataraxia is a fantastic name for a tiger. He's making a joke. Spooky, go stare at some Natalie Portman pictures.
He's probably like, joke's on you. You look to the left, it's just a poster. A collage.
Already am.
A shrine.
Hey, be truthful with us, Spooky. Do you have a shrine to Natalie Portman? This reads like flavor text on a magic card. It's like a Nordic cheese that they traditionally dip in coffee. Just cheese. Bread cheese. That would be like a magic card for a Gouda wheel from Skyrim. A cheese wheel. How you doing on your thing?
Oh, it's done. They're just uploading. It's
Ben.
It's hard to it's hard to determine how good or bad something is, because once you know what it is, pixelating it doesn't do anything. You know what I mean?
Say that again. Once you know what it is,
It's hard to know how obvious or difficult something is going to be on the greatest level of pixelation. because if once you've seen it, when you've selected the image, it's really obvious what it is to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So basically, mine might be really, really easy for everyone.
You never know. It might seem easy because of that very fact. Like even when I'm like choosing my pictures and then I do the pixelation on it, I'm like, yeah. But again, like that's just because I knew where it came from.
But that's why I want to do mine a little bit differently, right? Because I'm doing it not based off of character or something like that. I'm doing it based off of scenes, and so I want it to be judged, and you and I are the judges. And so you can, you're kind of like scored on getting it first, figuring out what movie, figuring out the scene, and if there is a line associated with that scene, if you can put in the quote, I think that'd be extra.
Ooh, interesting. I also want to do, as part of Guess That, some zoomed in pictures.
Ooh.
Eric Schnelke says, howdy, so glad I could finally catch a stream. Hey, it's been a while since I have seen your name in chat. Is there any way to do like spoiler text in chat so we can make guesses without necessarily exposing it for anyone else? Nope. You listen. We operate strictly on the honor code in chat. And you said you were going to keep track of everyone's score, right?
Yes.
Legionia Smith says, yo, Darth Choco, didn't know you still made content.
Yep, it's been a very, very long break.
He still makes content on this channel. Pokemon card business makes Fridays dedicated to trade shows, whatnot shows, or pricing cards. Oh, are you in that industry? Alex says, I will keep track of everyone's score, and coincidentally, they will all score far fewer points than I do. Good to see you. Hope all is well. I used to catch you on Theory stream sometimes. Hey.
Yeah, it's been a long time since then.
So I actually, I'm in the middle of the newest season of Veronica Mars, and I feel like, given what Ilya said last week about like how she's changed,
no one likes it.
I feel like this is another case of The Last Jedi. Because Illy said because she's arrogant and she's gotten meaner and stuff, and I'm like thinking she's also 15 years older. She's gone through some shit, You spend your teenage years like getting essayed and held up at gunpoint and being chased by phantom killers and stuff. It's like, and then of course your love life with Logan is like the most toxic shit ever.
God, I hate Logan.
I'd say it's justified. But here's the thing about like coming to terms with the character changes. You can still think that she has changed and she has gotten more arrogant and stuff and meaner, but you can also listen to her dialogue and kind of understand why, right?
We hating on Logan Paul. Him too. Hate him too. No, from Veronica Mars. Fantastic show.
We can hate both. I'm not. I have 3 bachelor degrees in comp science, computer science, math, cybersecurity. This is my side business that I do because it's fun and a good way to meet people. Also, shiny cardboard. That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah. Honestly, it's just so cool. I love that. I love, I feel like I don't know. I feel like our relationship with our work is weird, in that it shouldn't be everything, but you should pick something that is you're passionate about the end result enough that you want to care about it. You know what I mean? And if you can't do that in your regular job, then getting a side hustle where you can is incredible.
Yeah.
Do I still work in the financial sector? No, no longer.
And for me personally, I'm kind of like on my way to making this my job. Because the game industry has not had time to, nor does it show any signs of healing. I mean, just like a week ago, EA laid off a bunch of people on the Battlefield team. And but that game was a success. And we've been seeing the story since 2022. Games come out, they're a success. Their workers aren't needed anymore. They get laid off. And I've been trying really hard to get back into the industry. Yeah. A number of interviews, a number of final rounds with Blizzard, with a whole bunch of different teams, but like hiring freezes or just don't make the cut. I feel like this is probably my future, and I owe it to a lot of you guys in the community. And yeah, like I think right now my most immediate goal is to create a DYAD studio where we can film in person and we can have a in-person podcast. And then, just like Choco said, we would create a film space for, other people in the community as well. Are you playing Midnight Element? Midnight. Just Midnight?
Midnight Element. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see. Had a really decent opportunity to get me out of a rut, but got beat out by one person who did better. And that happens, You just just keep moving forward. And I've had so many opportunities that I've gotten that felt lucky, quote unquote, but it was actually honestly like a lot of grinding behind the scenes so that you were prepared when the opportunity popped up. And so you got to the final round, which means you kick ass,
Oh, okay. New WoW expansion? No, I'm not. I came back for Dragonflight, and I was going to play The War Within. I made it to the final round to work on War Within, but I didn't get selected there. And I just, in general, I haven't been too excited about World of Warcraft, other than for the prospect of working on it. So, listen, it is what it is. My passion in general, creatively, has slowly shifted. Like, will I always love making games and stuff and, telling stories? Yeah, absolutely. But at the end of the day, creatively, if I can do that while doing content, like how I'm building a Dread campaign for this channel, that's telling a story. That's designing a game. And if we can make this channel, as profitable and as sustainable, that we can explore a lot more creative concepts, then that's gonna fill in that itch as well. You know,
Yeah.
playing games with you guys, filming content with Choco and everybody in the community. That is all kind of scratching the same itch that I would get, you know, with game design. And I just kind of, I don't know if it's an epiphany, but I've just kind of had enough of the politics around the game industry. And that's not to say, you know, there aren't massively talented people in the industry. I'm just tired of the politics of the higher ups.
Yeah, that is the tough. I mean, the disconnect between corporate and creative is just a rift that can never be fixed. I don't know if, I mean, I know you never really got into Overwatch, but recently Jeff Kaplan, who was, you know, the head of Overwatch for a long time, did this interview on this podcast, you know, because he ended up leaving the company, and everyone's trying to figure out like what happened. And he talked about, you know, one of the big things that broke his soul is the CFO of Blizzard sat him down and said, Overwatch needs to make X amount of money by X amount of time, or I will fire 1,000 employees and it'll be your fault.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? So now you're like, how do I monetize this? How am I? Your worries change, your goals change, the reason why you're getting there changes, and then, you know, everything just loses. Also, to what you said, Alex, let's go. Absolutely, Nomi Sunrider would be hated by the modern chuds if they decided that her existence was part of their political stance. If not, then they'll be cool with it.
Have you ever messed around with RPG Maker? Yeah, of course. I'm actually, like, one of my manuscripts was that I'm still working on, famously, was meant to be an RPG. And we'll see what happens, you know. Given the rise of AI tools, I might be able to make my own game in the future without any kind of like overhead. So I might be able to do that. And I'm not talking about generative. I'm talking about like help with coding.
Like tools. Yeah.
Of course, I could always be one of those geniuses and just learn everything, but then I wouldn't be able to do this with you guys, you know? This is also part and parcel part of my creative outlet. So it's like it's not like I'm necessarily leaving a gaping void in my soul by doing this.
It's so tough because, like, even like with this, I also have a book that is trying to leap out of me, and I'm too busy to write it. You know what I mean? Like,
well, let me put it into perspective, man. How old is George R.R. Martin?
he ain't no spring chicken, that's for sure.
Exactly. One of my mentors from school said, you know, some of the most brilliant things to come out of mankind has ruminated for a very long time. You know, and if your book is going to take all of this time, it's going to take all of this time. Sometimes you're going to run into some inspiration, and that informs, you know, like a burst or blitz of like writing. And sometimes you're not going to be inspired. But it would be a disservice to your book to write anything uninspired. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To force yourself to write something because you just want to write something. It's the same thing with the prequel, to the Acolyte that me and Choco are writing. Like, we would have writing sessions, and we know where we want the story to go, but that kind of like creative push needs to be present. Otherwise, we're both sitting there with like docs open, and we're just like looking at the page. It's like, yeah, how do we get here?
Alex says, I actually have my own book draft pulled up next to the stream, eager to get an opportunity where I'm sitting at a computer for a while to get a few words down. Yeah, it's for me though, this is a story idea I've had for a long time, for years now. And then recently it connected with me with how, by tweaking it a little bit, I could actually write something that was meaningful specifically for young men. So that's been one of my concerns. It's like, how do you de-chudify a generation? And I don't know. I
That's not something you need to what I'm trying to say is, that's not something you need to worry about from a high level.
Oh yeah. There's just an overall message, that I want to, like, I have a goal in the way I would like to inspire people.
Yeah. But I also think kind of bogging yourself down with that goal will eventually prevent you from taking a step forward. I think it's a noble goal to have, but it's also like you shouldn't be working towards achieving that goal, if that makes sense, because it's in the same vein of like someone running for like a civil position, like civil service. They're just one person. They're not going to change the government system. They're not going to change it, but they're taking the steps, right? And so like, you would like to be a positive influence to a generation, and it's great to have that in the back of your mind, but I think you should just also do it, and then come what may. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. No, my what I meant by that is more along the lines of, the way that George Lucas wanted to reach young boys with Star Wars and have a message. And yeah, sure, a lot of them have actually gone the exact opposite way. But I was like, how can I be the next George? And I want to do that in my intentionality in my story writing.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta be the first Brandon.
Oh yeah, no, this ain't Star Wars for damn sure.
Nah, I mean, you can't make that determination. You gotta put yourself out there, and you gotta let the community. It's like MJ, right? He's like, "Who do you think? Do you think you're the GOAT?" And MJ's like, "That's not for me to say," right? So whether you're like George, or like you are the first Choco to reach a generation, that's up to the masses,
Yeah, and that's why I'm not worried about what they think. I want to inspire like I was inspired. and so I can only do my part. Hopefully, it works. Maybe it doesn't, but I want it'll be baked in there.
Kasipaham Boss says, never appreciated old films until I saw Force Awakens, goat of Star Wars for me. Went back and watched. Hey. Old films remind us of where we came from.
Heck yeah.
But it is that recognition of where we came from that informs our power to distinguish what makes us better.
I'm also curious
Coining
what is
phrases.
actually what he means by old films. You know what I mean? Because we're old people now, and so sometimes we're like, "Oh, that's an old film." Oh, damn.
Wait, Alex, is that like genuinely the name of your book? Space Conflicts? Like, if it is, I apologize for laughing, but it's just like, you know, one of those things like where I'm gonna make the next Star Wars and it's gonna be called Planet Disagreement or something. The Force Awakens is old? No, I don't think that's what they meant. I think they didn't appreciate old films until they saw The Force Awakens, and then they went back and watched. That's what they said. They went back and watched.
Yeah.
Although it is kind of old now. It's 12 years old. You realize that? If you're still complaining about The Force Awakens or The Last Jedi or anything, realize the assassin eyes. The next Star Wars, call it Rebel Moon? No. No.
By the way, did anyone in the did anyone here watch like his version of it? His unadulterated version?
No. I'll stand
that was
up.
like the deal he signed was like, okay, I'll make your movie your way, but I also get to make my own version of it. And okay, and then I just never heard anything again.
I'll say this because I am if I'm anything else, I don't know how this turn of phrase goes, but I'm always fair. And I gave Rebel Moon a shot. There's, like I've said in my reviews on TikTok, there's a skeleton, there's a structure there for a great story. But it is not the needle wasn't threaded. Like, there are certain moments where, like, I'll always point to this. There are certain moments where they ask someone to join their team and they are very hesitant. They are unsure and they have doubts about this team. And then the next frame, they're walking on the ship as if they joined. And I was like, okay,
when did they join?
Yeah, how did that happen?
And then the very next scene, someone else joins, but specifically for the reason that the previous person said they would not join. If they're out for revenge, I won't join. And then they go to him and he's like, I'm out for revenge. Like, then join. So then is she gonna leave? No? Okay. Alright, we're just not gonna address that. That's cool.
Janiah Smith says, I'll stand on it. The sequels weren't as bad as they mishandled some of the weren't as bad. They just mishandled some of the legacy characters. There's certain areas that I would change for sure. There's different decisions that I would have made. But like looking at the sequel films just from like a very broad lens, they aren't bad films. Especially when, relatively speaking, the zeitgeist includes Dragon Ball Evolution.
I've said it before, I'll say it again, that the sequels would have benefited from taking place further in the future when all the original characters were dead.
Yeah, they were banking on the nostalgia though.
And of course they were. I just mean we had to deal with the expectations of people for 40 odd years, and nothing you could have done would have been exactly what they had been playing with their action figures for the last 40 years would.
Yeah.
You know?
But again, you know, Rise of Skywalker is last on my list. Force Awakens is middling, and The Last Jedi is second. But like, even with that ranking, like, okay, let me put it this way: none of the Star Wars films are bad, like to the point where like, wow, that was bad, because they all share the same DNA that made me love them, which was camp, questionable dialogue, but absolutely tremendous world building. And there are parts and moments in each film that resonate with me, and some parts that don't hit with me, and that's where my ranking comes in. But none of them are like truly like, I can't watch this, you know, at least from me.
Like, even the ones that I think are just narratively bad, like from the perspective, like if I was a movie critic and I walked in and watched The Phantom Menace, like in a film school, you could take away a lot of stuff from the visuals, but there's just like the writing and stuff for it, and its focus was just odd. But it contains so many things that I love. Yeah. Still, so like I'm like, well, that's okay. We're still doing the things I like.
Yeah. As much as I respect everyone's opinion, whenever someone tells me like they got up and walked out of like a Star Wars film, I'm like, really though? Like
weak.
Like drama queen? I don't know. Melodramatic much? Like, honestly, I could have walked out of Attack of the Clones when I saw it, like when I was younger. But as I admitted in my most recent ranking video, like I grew up and I can get like the politics interest me more as an adult. And so Attack of the Clones ranks higher now than it did back then. So if you're a Star Wars fan, man, like, at least for me, if you're gonna call yourself a Star Wars fan, you gotta enjoy some things about it. You know?
Never.
The Clone Wars movie is a bit of a chore to get through.
Oh, I did hate that. I saw it in theaters when it came out, and I was physically upset.
I didn't watch it in theaters, but you know, I can watch it. I wouldn't call the Clone Wars movie a terrible film. It's just not something that truly interests me, because like the stakes aren't really that high. Do you know what I mean? It's like one of those, like, it's an arc in this Clone Wars show. It's not really like a feature film story narrative. And you know, this was one of my concerns with Mandalorian and Grogu. Even though Choco has kind of sold me on, like, if we get this like quest adventure that like gives us more time to live with Din and Grogu through the adventure, I still feel like with what we've seen in the trailer so far, there is some pretty high stakes in the movie. But like, what is the consequence of the Clone Wars movie that hinges on Rada the Hutt to the larger like universe?
We wouldn't get Stinky in a film in The Mandalorian.
That's hindsight.
No, I knew back then that.
Just joined back. Sounds like you guys are talking about how bad TLJ is. Fully agree. Good job. Listen, Michael. If my monitors had portals in it, I would throw cheese at you. Just kidding. Nope. Last Jedi is second, even though I don't like the Cantobite section. It's still second. It's got the most accurate depiction of the Force. It's got the most relatable Luke Skywalker to me. And that's all it needs, honestly. To go from knowledge and defense, never for attack, and to like do that practically, facing down like walkers and the First Order. Oof, those chef's kiss.
Yeah, I mean, it is my favorite, and I just think it has the best character work in all the films, as the most development of the main cast. Everyone gets some, you know? I think it's really cool.
What are your thoughts on the extended deleted cut of the Cantobite section? Cantobite book? What was that one called?
Cantobite.
Oh. I don't think I read it. Is that
Yeah,
the one with
I
Kedpin
read it.
Shirklop?
Kedpin Shirklop, the #1 vaporator salesman, is a G, and there's also the Bad Luck trio, the Bad Luck triplets. I can't remember their names. No, it was a fun read. There was, it's a vignette, it's a bunch of short stories that these kids are like telling each other, as they're coming into, or I guess not kids, but they're still pretty young as they're coming into to work there at Cantobite.
Not reading that book is a failure. Is a failure on my part as a lore master, but not reading that book was also reinforces the fact that I thought it was the worst section of the film. So I was like, don't care about this. But maybe I should just read it for completionist
sake. Yeah.
With that said, I should complete our High Republic as well. Is your upload done? Let me see.
Oh yeah, I mean, it should be.
All right, I'm downloading it now. I actually enjoyed that book a lot more.
What's up, Connor?
Than I expected. Oh, okay. Well,
Let's see. That's why they never even have Rada in the Clone Wars show at all. I was surprised by that too. There wasn't the comeback. There wasn't any like teenage Stinky. I don't know. I feel like there should have been something. Smart Cat. Yeah, it was a good book. Yeah, I thought with those books of short stories, like they're always such a mixed bag. But I liked that one more than I liked Legends of Luke Skywalker. Oh, you're going to see Project Hail Mary? Nice. Yeah, they could have put Rada in Rebels as well.
don't mind me. I'm just adding.
Let's see.
Adding Choco's stuff to the list so that we can get things started on Guess That.
Archive Redacted says Outlaws is goated. Has the Outlaws book come out yet?
Nidra, my Nidra. How are you, Nidra? I miss you. Where you been? Are we talking about Young Hut? I don't know. Are we? Are we still talking about Young Hut?
What's up, Nidra?
The Grand. Was it the Grand Krilled 231 says, "What they talking about? We're talking about Star Wars, man."
Nothing. What we talking about? Nothing. I can't say it fast enough. It's crazy that the first Luke material we got entirely written for canon was Legends of Luke Skywalker. Such a bizarre choice. Yeah. Well, no. I mean, it wasn't the first, right? Because we got Weapon of the Jedi and Heir to the Jedi. Neither of those were good, but we got them.
Nidra said practice. Practice? We're talking about practice. Not a game. Not a game. We're talking about practice. The Grand Krill said Rebels Season 1, Season 2. Greater than Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor in writing. I would agree. Let me ask you something, Choco, and I kind of alluded to this because I sent you a DM about it. Allen Iverson, does he average 40 in this era?
Sorry, Low Red Moon did come out, and I do need to read that. Is Allen Iverson scoring 40 in this era? Here's the thing: when it comes to eras, I hate this side of the conversation that pretends like people don't adapt to certain eras. I don't think he's scoring much more in this era than he was before, because I feel like the skill floor in the NBA has raised a lot since then. We still have the Giants of the skill ceiling, from those days, but like the floor, the average is just a lot higher. And so when it comes to Allen Iverson, he was the shot taker because no one else could take the shot. He needed to. He was a shooter.
I mean,
he
had C. Webb on his team for at some point.
Yeah. But other than that, and I just think that now that you're on teams where everyone shoots, you may just have less opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we're not talking about what team is he on, who's playing around him. We're talking about his skill, his style. I'm seeing 10 more free throws because of how they call fouls. No hand checking. If you cannot hand check and if you cannot collapse the paint like all of those centers did back then, how do you guard him? Something that Arenas was arguing for was James Harden averaged over 400 dribbles a game, and he averaged 34. Iverson averaged 32 in his MVP season and averaged 122 dribbles per game. And so I'm thinking that, and I'm sorry to everyone in the chat to just bring this into basketball really quickly, but I just wanted to kind of touch on it. I'm thinking Iverson takes 2 more shots for every 1 shot that Harden makes, and he's going to the free throw line 10 more times than usual, and that brings him to 40. If he's averaging 32 and he's taking maybe 8-10 more shots per game, he's playing 42 minutes. You're not taking him out, And then if he attacks the rim, He's gonna get fouled. He's gonna go to the free throw line a lot more.
Yeah.
Capability wise,
No.
obviously we're not talking about who's on his team. Just capability. He's capable of 40.
I'm gonna say his average does go up, but not to 40. His average goes up to like, it's like 35, 36. But like to have a 40-point average, especially with as spiky of a player as he was.
He was spiky because he was playing against Shaq. He was playing against Hall of Famer centers, man. And he attacked the rim.
I just like, I don't know, these things they go back and forth though, because like, nowadays we have people who are like, I don't know. I mean, if all of his points are coming from twos, from attacking the rim like that, like he was known to do, I do see people still being able to stop him, just not in the same manner. I definitely think he's doing better. Well,
here's the dichotomy that I see. They're either gonna stop him or they're gonna foul him. Right? And if he goes to the free throw line, on average, I don't know, we'll say 10 more times per game, and he gets up 10 more shots because of the pace of the game today, that's 20 more points. 10 times 2. Plus 10 free throws.
No, I get what you're saying. I just don't know if I can get there.
I'm arguing for capability. I'm not talking about whether he will or not. Like, I think he's capable of averaging 40 in this era with the open floor, the increased pacing, the speed of the game, no hand checking, and no crowd of 4 people collapsing on him when he attacks the rim. And he's going to be fouled more. Nidra says, this level of math is on brand for y'all. Man, relax. Relax.
Is he capable of hitting it? Yes. I will say he's capable. I would put the odds at low, but capable, yes.
All right, so who's going to guard him?
I mean, I feel like there's just been an increase in people's ability to block and also, also manned defense. I can see. Yeah, we're still talking basketball.
He's a 6-foot guard. Everyone was taller than Iverson when he played. 98 to 2004. Again, he played against Hall of Famer centers. What Iverson did well in his career was take advantage of that, of being small.
Yeah.
With how open the floor is today, and with how nimble he can be in between spaces, in between screens, splitting defenders, he can get there.
He can get. I just mean, but everyone's smaller and everyone's more nimble. Everyone can dribble more. Everyone's got better hands, and that's why I have trouble getting there. You know what I mean? Again, I think the average skill floor has raised significantly since then.
Last question, just to kind of put it into perspective, this current counterpoint. Everyone knew he would go right. How come no one could stop him back then?
There was a lot of people who could only go.
Exactly. They knew he would only go right, but they couldn't stop him because he was too quick. His first step was undeniable.
I agree, especially when you got someone like Shaq. I just mean everyone is more nimble. Everyone's faster. I think if
I don't know, man.
I think
like
he,
I look
he'd
at
have
I look at folks like Luca, who's like dribbling the ball for like 15 seconds before he shoots, and he still averages over 30. You put that
okay, but Luca is a freak of nature.
yeah, but you put that ball in Iverson's hand, he's gonna get a bucket like 3 times for every one possession that Luca dribbles. Like Luca's gonna hold it for like 15 seconds and dribble it out, and Iverson in the same amount of times, given the amount of possessions, would have scored 3 times.
I don't know that I can get there.
All right, well,
That's
this
okay.
is hey, listen, I'm a self-professed AI apologist. All right, we probably lost half our audience. There's a lot of innuendos in this conversation, especially since I know nothing about. There's not. I mean, what innuendos? Malik says Nidra. Yeah, exactly. Nidra's here. Do you think if you replace AI with Curry, do they still win? You mean with the 0-1 Sixers? No. Because you forget that. Here, hot take. I'm talking about Curry in the GOAT conversation before I talk about LeBron. Sorry, but like not a lot of people talk about Curry's passing game as well. Like Curry had a great
passing
team.
game is his main game. You know, he has super high basketball IQ for when certain plays are needed, but he also has a stupid shot for when he's just like, screw it, there's no one to pass to.
If you replace AI with Curry, vice versa, put AI with the Dubs during their dynasty.
I think they do well.
Honestly, if you put AI with KD, he wins a ring. Honestly, because like AI took the 0-1 Sixers to the finals with zero help. Zero help. Because Weber wasn't even on his team then. I said this was going to be the last time we started talking about basketball. I think like put AI on a team with KD, and they win a ring. A Great and Draymond and AI fights would be epic. Yeah. All right, listen. It's time for Guess That. Are you guys ready in the chat to play that? Guess That? Darren said, I forgot AI in this conversation meant Iverson. I was confused for a solid second. Yeah, I apologize. Let us put on some game show music. All right, you know what time it is. You know how this goes. Draymond's getting punked by A. Listen, nobody could stop the DC crossover. Okay, everyone knew Iverson was going right, and everyone still lost him. How we play? Okay, so we're gonna start with a pixelated version of an image, and in this case, it's characters, and then we're gonna shift to Choco's, which is I forget
Scenes.
And you said you want people to guess the dialogue?
Yeah, extra points if they do so.
Okay.
But we'll break it down when we get to it.
1 second. while I get things prepared. Who's that Pokemon? Yeah, I mean, essentially. Actually, that'd be cool too. Silhouettes. Ooh. Ooh.
That's Pikachu!
Oh, that one meme.
Yeah.
It's Pikachu. It's Charizard. Fuck. All right. So for this first 22, I did a lot today. Not today. I did a lot this time. It's characters, and then for the next 20, it's going to be scenes. And Choco wants dialogue. Okay. So type in chat. Let me know if you guys are ready. And Choco, you'll be keeping track of scores. And I will be prefacing each frame with how many points they're worth. Okay?
But I ain't ready yet. Give me 1 second.
Giving you 1 second.
Shit. All right. Yep, I'm ready.
Okay. So, this first one, not the first one, but all of these in their first frame. I'll just say the points. For 3 points, your first image. As always, you know I'm starting off easy.
He's hot train.
Let me know when you're ready to. You're good. It's a lot of people to keep track of. I only type first name because I matter. We cool like that? All right, we're going at 2 points. For 2 points. Any guesses after this is 2 points? Let me know when you've got like at least everyone kind of like jotted down.
There's a lot more people playing than I thought.
Hey, man, sometimes we have to go with the honor code, you know? I think it'd be easier for people to keep track of their own points if I kind of shout out the point totals.
I'm gonna have to do it. Yeah, at the end we'll have people tell us what they got.
All right. No points. No points. It's Bo-Katan. Ooh, I like that like mirror of the red button. She got red eyes. All right, next character for 3 points.
I mean, it's pretty clearly
Listen.
Lebowski. That's the dude for sure. Look at him.
Harith, are you gonna die on that hill? Because I could take away your points for this. All right, looks like everyone guessed, I think. For 2 points. I think everyone guessed, right?
Yep.
For 0 points, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Commander Cody behind him.
We'll give you 2 points for that X-score. All right, next character. 3 points.
Little bossa nova. Hey, that's my girl.
Damn, we got a lot of people guessing nowadays. Not nowadays, now.
Yeah. And everyone's good.
All right. 2 points. But I think everyone guessed already.
Yeah.
Reminder, you don't have to guess on the first frame. You can still, like, if you're not sure, you can wait for the 2 point frame and guess then. So it looks like everyone has guessed. So for 0 points, it's Clea. Next character for 3 points. Reminder, I also have 20 of these. We're starting easy.
Oh, by the way, I made mine go entirely random.
That's fine.
And we'll keep it that way. Because right now I only have the first 9 films. I'm going to include all live action.
I mean, I think we're going to judge this on a technicality here. For 2 points.
A few people got it right.
It looks like everyone either guessed incorrectly or guessed. For 0 points, that is FN2187. Not Finn just yet. Was easy. Also kind of a trick question. A trick prompt. Okay.
FN stands for Freak Nasty.
For 3 points, the next character. Shut up. Shut up.
No, sorry. I see a cough drop. Cough drop.
You get your cough drop? Ha! Connor said, good time to start coughing.
By the way, is it really hot up there?
It is. I'm suffering right now. 2 points. For 2 points. I mean, if you don't got it now. All right, looks like everyone guessed. 0 points. General Grievous. Next character, the 3 points.
That's my wife. My other wife.
No, the hell it ain't. Alex says I could never cheat on Hera. You're right. Nah, you ain't. No, you ain't. Sabine's wifey. Hera's taken. Spiritually. Keenan's out of the picture. Now's my time. Too soon, man. All right. 2 points. It looks like everyone. Okay, 0 points. That's Sabine. Good job to a lot of you. I may not be Jason's dad, but I can be the dad that stepped up. Okay, Alex. Next character, 3 points. 3 points. Concept Pep. What? God, this actually one I'm gonna wait for level 2 on. Okay, okay. I've just went blind. Listen. Alright. For 2 points. Level 2. How are you doing, Choco? I'm pretty sure you've guessed all of these.
Yeah. I would. I would have a perfect score by now.
I've got some feelings, but is that just their hand? All right, and for 0 points, it is Ray. That is a fantastic frame. Daisy looks like an angel.
I thought that the blob was Chewie exploding.
All right, for 3 points, your next character.
Yep. She always looks like an angel. This is true.
Skeleton Crew Lobot girl. Jeez.
Reverse Lobot.
Dang, we got Sabine in the chat. Let's go.
Rhaenyra.
All right. 2 points for 2 points. Damn it, the kid from the show. And for 0 points, that is KB from Skeleton Crew. My favorite character, and who I always will say is force sensitive. I don't care what y'all say. She will show up in Starfighter. She will be holding the lightsaber. All right, for 3 points, next character is I miss the old days when there were levels of force sensitivity. There still is. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I should grab the red book. All right. For 2 points. Just so we can nip this in the bud, from obviously the archives book from 1999 to 2005. Let's see. What am I looking for? All right, so this is from George Lucas. That is Yoda, yes. So George Lucas says, "We all have the Force within us. We can all do what the Jedi can do, but we're not trained. And the secret is training. You need somebody to train you because it won't come by its own. You don't say, 'Oh, gee, I think you can see the future now.'" So even as far back as the prequels, George was saying the Force is in everyone. And then it kind of informs how Luke says in Rise of Kylo Ren that some people start with their doors open. Some people just need to work a lot harder to open that door, but their doors can open eventually.
That's why I maintain it's like music. Everyone can play music. Some people, it'll take more practice. Some people are savants. That's true. Even the savants need teachers and trainers and access to things. But anyone can learn.
All right, for 3 points, your next character.
Someone locked my damn door then. Except Tom McDonald, he's a hack.
Did you guess this one, Choco? Honor system?
This one, I actually wasn't looking at it. I was looking at the chat.
Nemo said, my other character. You know what? It's starting to be like me, you know? I have wives all across fandoms. But, you know, as much as I love... I gotta give this one to Choco. Because I've taken Clea. I'm just kidding. I'll take them all. Deidre and Clea. They can fight each other.
And by the way, that's one of the reasons why I didn't fight you on Robin.
2 points. But it looks like everyone guessed. 0 points. Bix.
Oh, she's so pretty.
That expression that she has, though. I admit that I went fast on that one, so if you are just now guessing Bix, we can give you the 2 points. All right, for 3 points, your next character is
potential Wonder Woman and Guns DC. She still feels a little small.
Hannah from the Rayside Cat. Hannah the Rayside. Shout out to Hannah the Rayside.
Yeah.
Good friend of the channel.
The blur on the mask has really gotten me. I know. You can't even tell. It could just be a really black dude. That's Wesley Snipes. That's Wesley right there.
That's Brogy. For 2 points. Now it just looks like a Wookiee at a certain angle. I think everyone has guessed. For 0 points, that is Kylo Ren. Next character, for 3 points,
This is strictly visual media characters, right? You won't have pictures of book characters. I mean, I doubt there's good pictures of book characters to draw from.
yeah, no. I don't have any concept art in this. Shout out to you, J Dot. Thank you for the crown, the little crown. Paul from Dune. You said I got him. Okay, for 2 points.
I actually would have got this one wrong, by the way.
What did you guess at first?
I thought it was Billy Lord
Oh.
in the first frame.
And for 0 points, it's Jin Erso. Do you think we'll ever see Jin again? No. Unfortunately.
I mean, yes, technically she's everywhere. She is Stardust now. Quite literally.
Even if they do like an in-between show about like her time with Saw when she's like a teenager, they're gonna recast her. So I mean, in a sense, we might get to see her again, but we won't see Felicity Jones. All right, 3 points. Her next character.
Her ashes are forever in the cosmic stream. That's correct. Listen, Liz, we are carbon-based life forms. Every part of you and me at one point was part of a star. We are all stardust. Isn't that beautiful?
Wow, this is the first time we got a mixture of guesses. Did you guess, Choco?
Yeah.
All right. For 2 points. Doesn't really do much for a hollow.
Nothing.
Wow, rude. All right. We'll go to 1 point if you no, because it's clear. It's clear at this point. All right, for 0 points. For 0 points. If you guessed Anakin, you are correct. That is not Palpatine. I knew it would look like Palpatine, all pixelated. But that is in fact Anakin. Okay. 3 points. Next character. Oh, jeez.
My boy.
All right, everybody gets 3 points. That's Neil. He's got a like bitch kind of face. Everybody gets it. I knew it was gonna be a bit too easy. All right, for 3 points, your next character. What do you want? Some of these are just really good shots of them, you know? All right. It looks like everyone got it. That is Padme. All right, for 3 points, your next character. Shut up. You're giving it away with your laughs.
I didn't mean to laugh. I was going to cough, but I have a cough drop. I couldn't.
You ever do that thing where you feel like you're about to cough and it's about to come out, but then you don't cough, so you just go, God damn it.
Man, one of the worst things about being sick, though. I coughed and something came out and it bounced.
What?
That's how sick I was. Is when it came out, it was a unit, and it hit the ground, and it bounced like 4 inches.
Jesus. Just made of rubber.
What? I need a doctor or something.
All right, everyone got it. That is, breathe it in.
Sorry. Sorry. It was just an experience that happened to me.
Well, I mean, funny if it was like Mr. Five and you were just, it just kind of blew up. All right, for 3 points, your next character.
I didn't laugh.
Yeah, I hate the after effects of a cough that lingers for like 2 weeks.
Yep.
All right. For 2 points, if you have not guessed yet, for 2 points,
Choco just died.
nothing changed. I'm gonna go clear because nothing really changed. For 1 point. Or no, I'll give you guys 2 points for this. Just whatever.
Because the points are made up.
Points don't matter. Everyone got it? All right. For 3 points.
True.
For 3 points, your next character is... Dang. Like, I knew some of them were, like, just obvious. Maybe for characters that go back to blurs.
It's clearly the end result of being a fascist.
For 2 points, just looks like a Minecraft villager. How many
Sorry,
left?
isn't that a thing on you sound like a thing on World of Warcraft.
Murloc?
Yeah.
All right, it is Dedra.
This is tricky. We seem so far to be an extremely thin line between completely obvious and so vague no one gets it.
How many left of your rounds, Pep? A few more. I did a lot. All right, for 3 points, your next character.
Is this still game show music?
Yeah. It's going hard, though.
That was my guess too, Gage.
All right, for 2 points. And hey, welcome to the pod, Kojira. For 0 points, that is Jad Na Naud. Good job, everybody that got it. Professor Umium Gorlox. All right, for 3 points, your next character is.
Before he moved to pixels, it was almost looked like Anakin from Obi-Wan in that temple scene. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Dang. All right, everyone got it. Everyone got it. Everyone gets 3 points. That's Asajj. All right. For 3 points, your next character.
I get that.
Shout out to Sabine. All right, these were tricks. That's my wife, Nico Robin, Miss All Sunday. All right, for 3 points, your next character is.
Okay. Yeah, you were right. Don't second guess yourself. Which means you also know who this is. A mortician. Sword boy. A man in black from Westworld. You know, I need to watch the first season of Westworld.
Yeah, these are just for fun. Sith and training. Everyone gets 3 points for this. That is Mihawk from One Piece. And if you take anything from this stream, take away that you don't hunt rabbits with cannons. All right, this will mark the switch to Choco's set of Guess That. So
Okay, so
I'll let Choco control it. He'd just tell me when.
well, for my set of Guess That, this is going to be the scene. So, and we're just going to kind of use honor system, and we're going to basically judge the answers. So you can let us know the exact scene, the movie, and if this scene has a quote associated with it, throw that in.
Yeah, how about we do a score check or a point check-in?
Yeah, everyone, because I stopped doing your checking or tracking you instantly. So, honestly, though, I feel like everyone got almost all of them.
There were some incorrect. I know people got Anakin incorrect and Jod incorrect, and
That's true. I mean, I didn't, but I did get Jen incorrect, though.
I lost count, guys. Sorry, I'm just having fun. Yeah, I mean, listen, welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway, where the points don't matter.
Yep.
Phineas is at 49. X-Score's got 60. All right. I guess we're just having fun here. All right, Choco, let me know.
Yeah. Throw it up.
And we're guessing the scene, right?
Yeah. So what scene is it? What scene from which movie?
I think this is for sure Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan meeting that protocol droid in Phantom Menace.
Yeah. Go to the next one. See if it sticks. I feel like mine are gonna be easy too. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I mean, they got it. We can go to clear. Yep, it's seen in Phantom Menace after the failed assassination. It's Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan.
We've got 2 sabers. We got 2 laser swords. It wasn't the protocol droid one, so I was kind of technically wrong. But it is from Phantom Menace.
All right, next one. See, now you know how I felt.
Is this... Is this, I'm trying to think of, like, if you're trying to trick us. Is this Queen, Jamalama? Ding dong?
Go to the next frame.
This is still Phantom Menace.
Yep, that is Queen Amidala and the Phantom Menace.
Dang. That Nubian
Next
makeup,
one?
though. Oh.
What movie? What scene?
Oh.
All right. Yep, they got Size Noodles, the Jedi rock scene.
Hey, you got someone else? Forget her name. The weaker of two hits.
Lapty Neck is a bot. It is.
All right.
The weaker for two hits. All right. Which one's next?
I'm gonna let the chat. I'm gonna let the chat guess this one.
Yeah. What movie? What movie is this? This music makes me feel sneaky.
I mean, listen, we're playing Guess That. It's pretty sneaky. I'm gonna need to drop to 2. You want to go to the next one?
Yep, let's go to the next one. All right, so it looks like hyperspace, but which scene is it?
I must say The Force Awakens. Maybe dropping out of hyperspace. Or maybe the first time they go into hyperspace from the Rathtar cargo ship. That's my guess.
What did Kojiro say?
Gojira said them going to Starkiller Base.
All right.
What is it?
I've only seen one person get it right,
Is this from Solo?
and they only kind of got it right. This is Darren. This is one of the lightspeed skipping scenes.
Ah, it does look jank. Like, not jank. It does look like they're kind of like in and out of it.
Yeah, so it's Tross. And the hyperspace scene similar to this in The Force Awakens is from the point of view of the ship. We don't get this view.
All right.
All right, next one. All right, you might be able to tell what it is, but what scene? What movie?
A New Hope.
Yeah, okay. See, these have a lot of people, a lot more guesses.
I'm gonna just stick with
but
A New
a
Hope.
lot of people are actually getting it right.
Alex wants the second one.
All right. Does that clear it up?
I think this is A New Hope. I just don't know which scene.
Yeah, Harith, you were first. I seen it. All right, let's go clear. Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
Star Destroyer chasing the Falcon.
It's difficult to see the Falcon in front when it's pixelated. All right.
That's what makes it hard to guess.
There's the Falcon. Yeah, that's. I thought the same thing. All right, next one, I suppose.
Oh, I thought this was going to be really easy for everyone. Okay, yeah, it was.
I mean, that fluorescent made it look like it was like mall for a second. The color grading.
All right, let's go to the next one.
It's because I'm so in love with you.
Don't look at me like that. And you're like, what are you doing? Look at. All right, they all got it. We can go clear.
That was like a truly like creepy thing. Don't look at me like that. Why? It's just like, come on.
All right. Next one.
Scene 37.
I thought about pulling something from scene 37 to see if people would know. Hey! Also, thank you guys for people who are throwing out quotes as well when they apply. Only a master of evil doth.
You are weak. You are old. How does the quote go again?
Right. You can go next.
What does he say again?
It looks like only the lightsabers are pixelated, right? Yeah, we can go clear.
What does he say to Obi-Wan again?
Your powers are weak, old man.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Which movie? Ow! I'm sorry. Thane, you gotta let go of my ankle. Thank you.
This is The Force Awakens. Methinks.
Bro, is this an opening crawl?
I think this is The Force Awakens. Gotta look at the star field.
All right, let's go to the next frame. Hey, can you make that out a little bit?
I think so. Again, I'm looking at the star field. It looks high def.
Man, I thought you'd be able to at least look at the top line and figure kind of out. No? All right. I ain't playing with you. Okay, go clear.
Actually, when it was pixelated, I thought I saw only three words. I was looking at the top.
Okay.
Interesting. Because look, if we go back to here, it looks like 3 words, like an 3-letter word, force, and then awakens. Still kind of like a 3-letter thing, 3-word thing, and then like boom, 4 words. All right, next one.
I didn't mean to put 2 trick ones next to each other.
Is this the Death Star? I'm thinking it's like the Death Star explosion, one of the explosions, or maybe a seismic charge. Wait,
I have seen someone get it right.
wait. Is this this is the crate? This crate, I think. Did someone get it right? Do you want me to go forward?
Yep, go to the next one.
It was looking like the crystal caves of Crate for a second.
All right. Let's go clear.
Is that Alderon?
This is the DS2. And Nemo got it right off the bat. And I was like, how the hell?
It is a trick question because there is 2 explosions. But I think the first one had like a circular kind of ring explosion. To be honest, the clear picture is precisely as helpful as the blurry one. All right, next one. This party is over. Nick Fury threatening Moana's dad. Not today.
Right. Yeah, we can step forward. Looks like everyone's there.
These are good choices of scenes, though.
This party's over.
I'll let the chat take this one.
All right. Yep. Great job, everyone.
That's such a beautiful scene. Okay.
Next one. I don't remember how many are left.
This guy has the chick magnet handle, internet handle Wampa 1.
Okay, now y'all are good. This Wampa's really close up.
Speaking of close-ups, we might put in some zooms next time. Next one?
Yep.
This is Across the Stars. You will have earned my trust.
Anakin chilling with Sidious talking in his mind.
This is Anakin shedding One Tree Lane teardrop. Waiting.
I imagine he actually was listening to Across the Stars, like on speaker.
Yeah.
But all right, you guys got it. We can go. He's got MCR.
I know exactly what this scene is.
But does anyone else?
I'm sure they will, but they won't know exactly.
This was my breath in the morning.
No one's gotten it exactly.
Yeah, but they've gotten acceptable answers. You know.
We don't deal in acceptables.
All right, let's go to the next level.
This. All right, I'll wait until everyone guesses.
I couldn't tell you with precision. Yep, you can go clear.
This is
Where exactly are they?
They are in the Typhonic Nebula. Light speed skipping into the Typhonic Nebula.
Yeah. All right. Next one. Okay.
Interesting.
Extra points if you can give us a line.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Perfect.
What about that one? That was garbage.
What?
The garbage water.
Why did you say that like Uncle Roger?
That was garbage. What? No. Don't use the metal. On non-stick.
The garbage will do.
Man, this is very.
Yep.
This is
So,
good
yeah, we
video.
can go clear. Great guesses, everyone.
All right.
Hey, man, I love the scene. It's one of those scenes that you can hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Without looking at chat, this is. Should I guess? Should I be guessing?
If you'd like, yeah.
This is Boba Fett
Boba Fett.
with his head to Jango's helmet.
All right. Well, let's step it forward. I truly, deeply love you.
Dang. I feel like that's like the same arch that Boba Fett is like kneeling in. Dad, where's your head?
I thought we had decided not to fall in love.
Fun fact.
I love this movie.
Fun fact, in that scene, you can see two shadows when his head flings.
Oh yeah, no, I remember seeing that when I was young. Like,
So you know his
It's an
head's not in the
unearned-
helmet.
you know, it's an unearned moment. I normally agree with you, Red, but I can't say it's unearned. Listen, when you're attractive enough,
Hey, what's going on,
Just
Batosai? It's good to see you too. Welcome back.
all right, next one. I mean, I'm sure the shadow was added in post, but it was always in the film. It's all rushed. Yeah, that's true.
Why do I get like portion bread vibes from this? Oh, is it? Wow, pixelation did this scene like different. Extra points for those who can name that thing.
Oh, it's been named in chat.
Has it been? Oh, okay.
All right. Next level.
That this level is might as well be clear.
Yeah, we can go to clear. I think they've all guessed it.
Shout out to Smart Guy in the chat and Batosai for naming the Exegorth.
Yep. I would have also settled for a person's hand and with a mitten.
All right. You're just inviting the memes.
I had to. It would be it'd be irresponsible not to. Again, it's one of those scenes you just look at it and you can hear it.
Somehow Palpatine returned. Makes sense. Stories going on about cloning. Immortality.
Sorry, E.J. It's not episode 8. Alright, yeah, we can go forward. It may as well be clear.
The line that ruins... Nah.
Yeah, what did that guy say?
I broke the very foundation of Star Wars.
Yeah. Palpatine flies now? Alright, next one.
Oh.
I enjoy Palpatine's and Tross, but I wish he wasn't in the film. I actually like him being in the film, but I wish they had done it differently and better.
That's rich coming from someone that's Sith in training. Honestly, I'm not too sure about this one.
Yeah, we're getting lots of guesses.
The thing on the left looks like a big hill or mountain. I can't be too sure.
Hey. All right, let's step it forward.
This just looks like Full Throttle now. What is this?
This is another scene that I hear, and it's the greatest sound of all time. Let's go clear.
Oh, okay. I thought I was looking at a landscape. Again, what was it again?
All right.
Choom 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 choom.
Next.
I know what this one is.
What are we looking at here? The hottest scene in Star Wars. Anakin's funeral and Return of the Jedi. Pizza the Hut.
I can see how you guess that, yeah.
More tension than Anakin and Padme's entire courtship.
Yeah, there really wasn't any tension now that I think about it. It was all just angst. All right.
The true answer is the pre-chorus to Sweet Caroline. Hands, touching hands, reaching out.
Interesting. I like that some people saw it as like a funeral pyre. Wait, those are hands.
All right, let's go clear. Man, he has big hands.
I would like to recreate this scene with Daisy.
They have hands now. They have hands now.
And that's it.
Wow, we played a lot. I didn't realize what time it was.
We did play
Thank
a
you guys
lot.
for sticking with us.
And thank you guys so much for participating. That was absolutely fantastic. You guys did a wonderful job. Some trickies in there for a little bit.
Now, so what did you guys think of the games? And I don't know, how would you like it going forward? Were things pixelated enough? Not enough? Too much? Should we do it more? Should there be a bigger separation between firsts and mid?
Should we do a guess that scene based on like a zoom in? You're better at characters? Yeah.
And apparently you guys didn't like my trick questions.
All right, Choco, give me a number.
My favorite answer will forever be, to be fair, it's still, the clear scene is just as, what was that? Damn, I can't remember what it said.
How's it going, Ryan? PD? PW? P-dubs?
P-dub.
Who's that I see? I spy the biggest Star Wars nerd saying hello. All right, Choco, pick a number from 1 to 5.
4.
What type of droid is R2-D2?
Astromech.
Pick a number from 1 to 5.
1.
How tall is General Hux? All right, it's multiple choice. 1.85 meters, 1.86 meters, 1.87 meters.
7.
That's incorrect. It is 1.85. All right, chat.
Does this look like Canada?
Chat. All right. Pick a number from 1 through 5. This is our send out right here. All right. For Alex Lezio, which veteran pilot of the battles of Yavin, Hoth, and Endor arrives at Exegol with the Resistance fleet? Oh, this is for Alex and Sith and red right hand. For Darren, who does Lieutenant Connix help depart from the Radis without being seen by Vice Admiral Haldo? And for Nemo, who undertakes a reconnaissance flight that confirms Finn's reports about Starkiller Base? Nyan Num, Corsella, or Snap Wexley? I've been doing a lot of like pop quiz stuff on our community posts too. Okay. Got some wedges. Only people I can think of trying to sneak away are Finn and Poe and maybe Rose. That's correct. Not Poe, but Finn and Rose. By the way, does this community have a Discord? I thought it was the link in the bio, but...
We have a Discord. We're kind of quiet on it. I'm very sorry about that.
You can try... let me type it out. See if it still works. If it doesn't, let me know. Do you guys still do Jeopardy? Would still love to get on there. Yeah. I'm working on the next board not right now. I'm working on the next board. And then I have to send some over to Choco as well to fill out. It'll be in the next couple weeks. So I'll put you down for sure. I'll put a message out on Discord as well to find out who wants to participate in the next DYAD Trivia Jeopardy. So if you're on the Discord, if that link is still working, you will know there. I usually post under the DYAD Trivia League channel. And that's how you will know when the next Jeopardy is. So, but
All right.
thank you guys so much for rocking with us. It has been another long 3-hour stream. Stay tuned for March 24th for Yoda's Dinsden Hut Yoda where Choco's gonna play his first RE game. We'll have a special guest commentator, Miss Eggy, and next week we'll have some more guest that's for you. Maybe we'll mix it up. We'll throw in some pixelations, some zoom ins. Yeah.
And we still got
Maybe some
pyramid,
jigsaws. Ooh, like a corner of the scene, and then like the next one. Yeah. We'll mix it up. What are you gonna say, Choco?
No, I'm into it. We're just trying to get the most variety of games possible. So if you guys also have ideas for games, let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys so much. We highly appreciate it. If you have not given the stream a like and a thumbs up, please do so. And I think there's this new thing now where you can hype videos. I think on mobile. So if you ever run into any of our videos on our channel, don't forget to hype us up as well. But thank you guys so much for your support. Have a good rest of your night. It looks like it would be too late for a lot of people for me to do an RE9 stream right after this. So I'm looking at perhaps maybe tomorrow night. We'll see. But that's it. On to the next one.
For Light and for Life.
We are all pixelated.
And I need cough drops. I did not catch that.
Where did that go?